Good afternoon, ladies. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Our verse comes from Proverbs chapter 6. We're going to look at verse 6 through 8. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. These are some pretty common verses from the book of Proverbs. A lot of people have heard that phrase, go to the ant. But today we're going to talk about focus. And when you think of an ant, they are very focused. They're very driven. They have a goal. They're trying to get food back to their ant hill. And a lot of times you'll see ants. They're in a line. They keep track of where they are. They follow the person in front of them. They do what they're supposed to do. They have a goal in mind and they stay focused. It is very easy for us to get sidetracked. Sometimes we get sidetracked by what we want. Sometimes we get sidetracked by the world. Sometimes we get sidetracked by money, by the pleasurable things in life. And we need to stay focused on what God wants and have a goal in mind. This is what God wants for my life. This is what God wants for my family. This is what I'm going to do. And stay focused. I know for me to be focused on something and getting something accomplished, I have to have a deadline. When I was in Bible college, we had several papers that we had to write, and I would start working on them. As soon as I got my syllabus, I would start working and I'd have all these ideas, and I could never get an entire research paper written until it was like, oh, it's due in 2 days, and all of a sudden the words would flow, it would click, and I could get it finished. But if I tried to work on it 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time, it was like everything was just stuck in my head and I couldn't get it out. And for me, having a specific time, it has to be done by this point. I can get it done, no problem. But every person is different. Every person has something that they rely on to keep them focused. So today in the comments, I would like for you to post done if you have finished reading Proverbs chapter 6, but then also to comment what keeps you focused. When you have maybe a specific chore around the house, a cleaning project, or maybe home renovations that you want to get done. Maybe it's a Bible reading goal for the year. What keeps you focused? And so just post something that helps you to stay focused, driven in your work. And then our prayer request today is kind of twofold. First of all, that we would stay focused on what God wants for our lives. Again, it's easy to get sidetracked, and we need to always constantly be reminded to stay focused on what does He want, what is His will. And then also just continue to pray for our churches and for our pastors. They've got a lot of decisions going on right now. I know our church, we are having our very first drive-in service on Mother's Day, and so we're excited about that. There's a lot of plans and a lot of things going into the preparation of that. So just pray for our pastors, pray for our churches, that God would give wisdom, that He would give safety and protection, and that He would speak to hearts and just work in people's lives throughout this time. Thank you, ladies, for your faithfulness in watching the devotions. I pray that they are a blessing to you. Thank you for your comments, and we'll see you tomorrow.